Whether or not you are starting Genshin Impact for the first time and are trying to figure out the direction you need to go in, or maybe you decided to stop playing during the early game and are just now deciding you want to come back after a break, this video should be helpful in terms of focuses you should have as you work towards the end game. There are a lot of things to do in Genshin Impact as this game gives you a free open world experience. When farming items, it can get sort of daunting which ones are relevant for the characters you are trying to build. So with this video, we're going to go over that along with building your character and a few other things I will be talking about. Now I did put chapters in this video so you can skip to the point that is most relevant to you, and you can go into the description as well and find the timestamps there as well that's in the contents index like order. One of the main focuses you will be working on is gaining adventure EXP so you can raise your adventure rank as fast as possible. So after doing the introduction tutorial, you will be noticed that you can't continue the story further because your adventure rank is too low. Now progressing through the story is crucial as it does grant you a lot of adventure rank experience for early game, but it also unlocks other features like eligibility to participate in events, the reputation system which I will talk about later in this video, and some other features. To increase the adventure rank to rank 10, you will be running around Teyvat doing exactly what the pop-up has told you. That being looking for treasure chests, advancing the story or doing side quests, completing tasks from the Adventurer's Handbook, and clearing Ley Line blossoms. Now we won't be focusing on the Adventurer's Handbook as I will be explaining a bit on that later in the video. Looking for a treasure chest is fairly simple as you may run into one almost all the time. Not only will you want to grab the ones that are in plain sight, but you will also want the ones that you get from doing challenges as they will grant you better rewards and more adventure rank experience. Whether these challenges are a time trial, a combat trial, or a target trial, these rewards will always be better from the treasure chest you find in plain sight. One more way of finding treasure chests is by simply doing puzzles like this one I'm doing right now. As you can see, there is a pedestal surrounded by 4 other pedestals. Right now, the center one is locked and I can't activate it unless I light the 4 outer ones. These ghost-like creatures, they're called Seelies, and are another way to reveal a treasure chest. Right now I am simply guiding them back to the rightful pedestals to unlock the center one, and once I got all 4 Seelies back to their pedestals, the center one finally unlocks and I am then able to activate it using the corresponding element to finish the puzzle. Again, these Seelies are scattered all across Teyvat, and if you find one, help it by guiding it back to its pedestal and you will be rewarded a treasure chest. Doing Ley Line blossoms may end up being a daily task you will be farming for a while depending whether you need the Mora or character experience material. Now for those who are starting out on playing the game, I do recommend farming the 2 Ley Lines for the first day or 2. The reason is because you will always run out of both Mora and experience material unless you are a hoarder, and if there is a character that is releasing soon you will really want and you don't have enough mats to level them up upon getting them, the Ley Line blossoms is where you can farm those materials to get ready before the character's release. So doing just those simple things I just explained should have your adventure rank to rank 10 in less than 30 minutes. Now I do recommend continuing the main storyline as it does give you a good chunk of adventure rank experience, and it is also a crucial way to unlocking new features. When starting off on playing the game, I do recommend to the people that like to save their materials that wishing on a Novice Banner, you're 100% guaranteed to get the character Noelle. Not only are you guaranteed Noelle on the first 10 wishes, it is also discounted 20% and will cost only 8 Acquaint Fates for both the 10 wishes you can do on Banner. Now Noelle is a really good starter character as she will carry you through the early game, so please consider wishing for her if you have not already. Also, if you run out of Primo Gems or Fates, you can get a single wish back as a refund as you should have some Masterless Stardust from the first 20 wishes you made from the Novice Banner. You can simply get your refund from Paimon's Bargain by either the Star Glitter tab or the Stardust tab. To get the Star Glitter, you will either have to roll a 4 to 5 star weapon from a wish or a character that you already own. The Stardust you are always guaranteed to get when wishing on any 3-star weapon. Another feature that is unlockable when progressing through the main storyline is the reputation system. In order to unlock this feature, you need to complete Prologue Act 1, the Outlander Who Caught the Wind. This system is where you can take on bounties and citizens' requests, and upon completing these quests, you are rewarded Reputation EXP and Lost Mora. Now I do recommend doing these as you can only do 3 of each once a week, and it is also another great source to Mora other than doing just the Ley Lines. One thing I forgot to mention when finding treasure chests in Anima Oculi, there are actually 2 tools you can claim from raising your reputation level. Those 2 tools can help you in the long run when looking for a treasure chest in Anima Oculi. The tool for finding the Anima Oculi is called the Anima Oculi Resonant Stone. You can only craft this from the crafting bench. The second tool used for finding treasure chests is called the Animo Treasure Compass. This tool can be crafted at the blacksmith. One thing that can really help you when looking for materials is using the interactive map that was created by miHoYo themselves. This map pretty much features every location for whatever material you are farming for. Whether it be flowers or ore, this map will show you its exact location. When farming flowers or ore, please keep note that there is a respawn rate to which you can then farm them again. For example, the flowers will respawn every 48 hours as the ore will respawn every 72 hours. I will also place the link in the description down below for you guys to check out. When you hit adventure rank 14, you will finally have access to daily commissions and expeditions. To get started on those, just go and speak to Catherine at the Adventurers Guild and she will give you the rundown on how to do those two. It is recommended that you do the daily commissions and expeditions every day as it will give you useful materials and a lot of adventure rank EXP. Personally, for me, when I send my characters out on expeditions, I'll always have them go and gather the ore. I can never have enough enhancement ore for leveling my weapons. Also, another thing to notice when picking your characters to send on expeditions is that some will have a talent that lets them finish their expeditions 25% earlier. So make sure you do those 2 things every day you log into the game. When it comes to ascending your character or weapon, they're going to need the specific materials to do it. So I'm going to show you on how I'm going to do that. Right now, I want to ascend Lion's Roar and I need a few more materials to do it. When I click on the material I want to farm, it will tell me that a treasure hoarder drops them, but it also tells me that I can craft it from the crafting bench. Now, I do see which mobs drop them, but I don't know where they're at on the map. So what I did from here is that I opened my Adventurer's Handbook and clicked the Enemies tab. This tab will show a list of mobs that are available on the map all around Teyvat. From here, I would just scroll all the way down to the bottom and click on the man with the mask on his face. This is the treasure hoarder that I will be farming that drops the material I need to ascend my weapon. I then hit the navigate button, and when I do, it then closes my handbook and opens my map showing me exactly where the treasure hoarder is at. When I defeated the treasure hoarder, I then looked at my minimap and saw it marked the next spot where another treasure hoarder is residing. So I continued farming the treasure hoarder until the handbook puts the location on cooldown. Now, when it does that, it doesn't mean that I farmed all the treasure hoarders. It just means that miHoYo just gave us a short route to farm them. Mobs do respawn every daily reset, so please keep that in mind. And if I wanted to continue farming the treasure hoarders, I would then just go to the interactive map I was talking about earlier and use that instead. So the Adventurer's Handbook is mainly what you want to use when farming materials. I mainly used it until I was able to remember the routes the book offered, or I ended up creating a route of my own. This book does offer other things like the experience tab that gives you a list of tasks you can try to do, and each task completed it will grant you adventure rank experience and other rewards. I will say that you don't have to rush doing these as you will run into a wall that stops you from continuing and completing them. So anyways, just take your time when doing these tasks. This next tab is the commissions tab. It will show you a list of the daily 4 commissions that you need to complete. Once completed, you can then submit them to the Adventurers Guild and get your daily rewards. Now, clicking on each commission will show you where the location is on the map, but you really don't need to use this tab when trying to do your commissions. You can simply just open your map, scroll around, and see where the purple markers are placed at. Now again, I do recommend doing your daily commissions as they do grant you your primo gems for wishing on the character and weapon banners. This next tab will give you a list of domains that are currently available to you. The domain section will give you a list of available domains you can go to, and there are mainly 3 types of them as I will go over it. The first section of this tab are the domains you will mainly be farming from a lot when leveling a weapon or character. The next section is trounce domains. Each of these domains you can only do once a week, so be considerate on which ones you want to farm as each of them takes 60 original resin when claiming your reward. But as of right now, we can farm all the weekly domains thanks to the resin discount we currently have. Now, I do recommend not doing the weekly domains on a Sunday as that day unlocks all the domains that rewards you a specific level up material from the days from which they were once available. This last section is Spiral Abyss, and it's something you won't be able to gain access to until you reach Adventure Rank 20. Now, it will show you where it is located on the map, but you can't get there from swimming or gliding. So in order to get there, you would need to head over to Cape Oath and solve a puzzle. This puzzle is mainly guiding 3 Sealies back to their pedestals, and once you do that, an updraft will then activate. Simply just head up the updraft and enter the portal. That portal will take you straight to the island where you can access the Spiral Abyss. Once you activate Spiral Abyss for the first time, it will act as a teleport waypoint, making it so you won't have to use the portal anymore. So when you want to attempt Spiral Abyss, make sure your characters or party is well geared, as this is a very challenging domain. When entering the Abyss, you will see that there are 8 chambers you can take on. Now to get from chamber 1 to chamber 2, you will have to get a minimum of 6 stars. The same will correspond when going through the other chambers. Now when you complete chamber 8 with a minimum of 6 stars, you will then be eligible to challenge the Abyssal Moon Spire chambers. There are a total of 4 more chambers, and these rewards reset every 2 weeks. Again, when you attempt the Abyssal Moonspire, make sure that your party is very well geared, as it is a lot more challenging than the chambers from the corridor. Also, I forgot to mention that the corridor rewards, they don't reset, as you will only be able to claim from those once. You will always farm more for leveling and ascending your characters than you will your weapons. There's leveling and ascension, but there are also talents you will be working on as well. When you ascend your character, you should pay attention to what the stats that are upgraded. For example, when I ascended Zhongling, her Elemental Mastery was upgraded as a bonus stat. Each character has a bonus stat that is upgraded when ascending them. Also to note that the base HP, base defense, and base attack, they are always upgraded on every character when they ascend. If you want to know the materials you would need for ascending a character, you can simply click the button that is next to the character's name, and it will show you the required materials you would need along with the required Mora. Again, you can click on the materials and see who and where they drop, then go to your Adventurer's Handbook and get the navigation from there. When leveling talents, it will get more and more pricey as you continue to upgrade them. Each character holds 6 talents, with the top 3 you are able to upgrade and the bottom 3 you can unlock when ascending them. If you click on a talent you want to upgrade, it will give you a preview screen of the required materials along with the Mora. In order to attain talent level up material, you will have to farm from the specific domains that drops the material. If you click on the material, it will show you which domain and the days it is available for farming. I'm going to talk about the constellations for this brief moment. This is something I don't require you to focus on when building a character, but I thought it would be helpful to put in the video anyways. When you go to the Constellations tab on the character screen, you will see 6 constellations that are unlockable. Each of these constellations will either give you a small stat bonus to damage, raise a talent's level cap, or give you an extra usage to your elemental skill before it's put on cooldown. If you want to unlock all 6 constellations, you will need to get 6 of the same character as a duplicate from wishing on character wish banners. So that is all I have to say about constellations. Just work with it as you want to wish for characters if they have a rate up on a featured banner. The same method goes with the weapon when leveling and ascending them, but the other thing I will talk about on weapons is the refinement feature. If you get 2 of the same weapons from a wish banner, you will be able to refine them, sacrificing one of them with the one you are currently building. When you refine a weapon, it will upgrade the refinement rank by 1, as well as upgrading the bonus stats along with it. The max refinement rank is level 5, so if you have a fully refined weapon and got another duplicate, you can simply use it as fodder for leveling another weapon, or keep it if you like. Once you reach Adventure rank 15, you are given Ascension material that can only be used on Traveler. This specific Ascension material is only given to you through Adventure rank rewards. Now 10 levels from Adventure rank 15, you are then given more Ascension material for your Traveler. So your next Ascension will be at Adventure rank 25. As of now, there are 2 elements that Traveler can resonate with, Animo and Geo. These talents that Traveler will perform are based on the element they are resonated with at the current time. If you worked on upgrading the Animo talents, then resonated with the Geo statue in Liyue, your talents will be put back at 1 because your Traveler now has access to the Geo talents. Here is a sigh of relief. You can resonate with both elements as much as you want. If you were wondering if you resonate with the Geo for the first time, would it also reset your Ascension level as well? The answer is no, it won't. Your Traveler's Ascension and level will remain the same between the 2 elements, so you don't have to worry about that. It will get more and more expensive to upgrade your Traveler's talents, as more elements are going to be added to the game through the updates. Also, as for Traveler's Constellations, You can obtain those through adventure rank rewards and purchasing them from the Animo Sigil shop located in Mondstadt and Liyue. Once you reach adventure rank 25, your world level will ascend from level 1 to level 2. When this happens, the mobs will be stronger, but the drops for them will be greater. The Ley Line rewards will also be increased as well. In order to ascend your world level for the first time, you are going to have to go through an Ascension quest. Now this is a quest you do not have to do right when you hit adventure rank 25. You can do it when you think you are ready to ascend your world. From adventure rank 25 and 5 other adventure ranks, your world will ascend by 1 level, but from adventure rank 25 and 10 other adventure ranks, you will be given a quest to ascend your world level. These quests do indicate that there is about to be a power spike once you complete the quest. Again, you can do this quest when you think you are ready to ascend your world. Now, if you do find your current world level too troubling for you to play on, you can simply decrease the world level by 1 level. Once you do that, you won't be able to increase it back for 24 hours after you decided to decrease it. If you're having trouble on which weapon or artifacts you should be equipping your characters with, there is a spreadsheet that was created by a few members from the Genshin Impact community. For me, I have never really used this sheet as I like to discover things myself when building my characters, but it did help a ton of other people when building their characters. Another thing I want to mention is that this spreadsheet has not been updated since the release of Rosaria. The newest character that was released by the time this video was put up was Kazuha, and before him it was Eula and Yanfei. So that makes 4 characters that should be added to the spreadsheet. I do hope they will be able to update it soon, or simply just pass the perms to someone else in the Genshin Impact community. Again, I did say I like to discover things by myself when playing the game, so I really do not know if there are websites that show character builds as accurate as this spreadsheet. I will put the link to the spreadsheet in the description down below for those who want to look through it. So there are your focuses from adventure rank 0 to 25. I do not think it should even take you a week to get from adventure rank 15 to 25 if I'm being completely honest with you. Now from adventure rank 25 and onward, that is entirely up to your experience, as you should already know the basics to playing this game and what you should be focusing on from after you finish watching this video. There are a lot of things the game will get you to try and do all at once, but you don't need to worry about most of those for the time being. Hopefully this video made it a little bit easier and less stressful. I'm Iridium and I never made a video like this before, as this is my first time doing it. Again, links to the interactive map and the character spreadsheet are in the description if you want to check those out. Have a good one. Bye.